Hey everyone, in this video I wanted to show you a very nice looking little Hot Wheels set. This is either 2024 or 2025. Let's actually look at the copyright. It says 2024 there. But I've been seeing this in stores in 2025 here. But just a simple little one. It looks like the Hot Wheels Laser Stunt Slamway, and then of course if it has a couple different languages if you want to call it something else, I guess. But very simple little set. The thing I don't like about it is the price of it. It was like something like $23 plus tax where I picked it up. But you know, that's kind of the going rate for things these days. Things are expensive, and you know, it is what it is. So, you know, it just from my first glance at it, it seems like a fairly small set for the money. But you know, all that aside, I'm just going to review the set for what it is, regardless of the money from, you know, for the rest of this. So, with that, let's just take a look at what we've got here. So, it comes with one car. There it is, and we'll take a closer look at that. There's the top. There's the bottom. We got the side. So, it's kind of one of these Hot Wheels neon speeders. That's kind of the collection here. So there's the other side, and then the back where we can see what this set actually is. So kind of got this little neon theme to it, which is kind of cool, I guess. I'm not sure if, you know, personally I suppose I would prefer kind of more basic Hot Wheels colors, maybe replace some of these greens with oranges or something like that. I don't know, but it looks really good overall. And the thing that got me to pick this one up is that it's this simple two-loop design. It's like, it seems like it's nice and concise on this little base here, and you just get a nice little two-loop little trick there that you can do, and it's just in one little area. That's kind of neat. Then you get this one launcher, and then a couple connecting tracks, and then you got this little spinny flag at the end. So like I said, very simple little set. And then it does look like it is it's got some ways to easy storage it, so a couple of these track pieces probably flip up or something like that pretty quickly, and you can just, you know, toss it in the closet or something. But yeah, basically send the car through with the launcher at whatever speed you pick, and then there's the finish line. That's all there is to it, really. So nice simple set with some nice pieces that can be used to connect with other sets, I'm very sure. And yeah, that's really neat. So that's why I decided to pick it up. Just wanted this for the simplicity of it, and just the cool double loop little feature there. So we're gonna go ahead and open this, take a look at it. I'll show you how it works, and I'm excited for it because I feel like this is one that's you know, a bit of a design that's hard to screw up, I guess. So I'm very eagerly optimistic that this is going to be a nice well-working little set. So we will find out, though. So let's see. First things we get are instructions, and it looks like a few stickers as well. These must be for the finish line flag, I gotta assume. Let's see. I gotta pull this off. There's a piece of tape, and I'm already ruining the instructions a little bit. Let's be careful with that. Okay, so let's see here. So yep, looks like I was right. Those are for the flag. Shows you quickly how to assemble it. Doesn't look like it's too hard. And then let's see on the very back here, just how to play with it, which is very self-explanatory, it looks like. And then how to very quickly fold it up. That's what the front of those instructions look like. Now we'll kind of take this out. Looks like they kind of had to stretch to put this red piece in here. It looks like the red piece is one single piece, and then the blue loop is two pieces. Let's see if I can get these out very carefully. There's the base. It looks like they've got stickers already applied, except for those couple. So I have to sneak the red out of here, so I'm going to have to kind of pull that apart a little bit to make it more straight, and by straight I just mean uniformly curved, I guess. But anyways, then a couple of those loop pieces, two straight track pieces. I'll take this little piece of paper off here, so we don't need that. One little loop connector there. And this is for the launcher, so it looks like there is a little bit of assembly required with the launcher. I gotta, let's see, oh, this is interesting. It's got like a, so for where you launch the car, it's got like this, look at that interesting, that's an interesting design. I don't hate it, but it's interesting. Does this have a rubber band or something? I'm not sure how exactly this is. Oh, well, it shouldn't have a rubber band. It's, you hit the car like that and it just launches it, of course. So, the little finish flag, and then this is where you put the finish flag. Not sure exactly what this is. Maybe this is just to hold something up. Not really sure. But, yeah, those are all the pieces. Let's see if I can get at the car here. Okay, so I just put it together. Putting the stickers on this were a little bit tedious because if you don't place it just right, trying to pull it off and for a second chance is a little bit tricky. I ended up getting them good enough, but yeah, that was the one little tedious part. But the rest of this was pretty straightforward. I mean, you're just putting in a couple loops, and they're even kind of color coded here, which is really helpful. So, I mean, really the trickiest part was putting on this little piece here where you got to kind of slide this little piece into the track, then connect it here next to this connector, which connects these two blue loop pieces. And the red loop kind of straightened it up, or, you know, rounded itself out, I guess you could say, very nicely. So that looks good. The launcher was just a simple snap-on thing. Looks like that works pretty good. I have not tried this yet, so we are going to see how well this works with the car. And actually, let's take a closer look at the car before doing anything further. So here's a close look at that. And then there's the bottom of that. So this one has a copyright of 2013, high-tech missile. And yeah, I think it's time to give this a first try and see how well it works. I don't know what kind of speed I should really give to this. I probably didn't give it enough there. So that means you gotta kind of hit it pretty hard. Well, that was interesting. Let's see. Keep trying here. There we go. So we'll just keep sending this through a few times, because why not? Alright, so for my last trick, I will see if I can successfully send this through 5 times in a row. Okay, well, it looks like that was a success. I mean, after kind of getting used to it, I mean, this thing really works well. You just kind of got to figure out, you know, how fast you need to send the car through. But once you figure that out, pretty much every single time, and it's very smooth. So now I think the last thing to do is to kind of show you, well, first of all, that there is a parking place here, so you can just park the car there, which is really awesome, or any other car. But you can also, you know, store this as the instructions said you can do. So I'll just maybe show you how to do that quick. As the instructions said, I think you just put this piece here, and that kind of is like that. And I suppose I should have done this pulled this other section out first, but I can just kind of sneak that out. We'll turn this around, and I think this will sneak in like this, something like that. Just like that. Okay, so now it's kind of portable too. So you got your little carry handle on here. You got the car parked there. The track pieces are on the side. So, you know, I suppose you could bring this over to a friend's house or whatever, or just store it nicely in the closet. So I gotta say, I like this little set. I gotta find the box now. This was the the Hot Wheels Laser Stunt Slamway. $23, you know, like I said, I don't really like paying such high prices for things. I feel like, you know, I mean, obviously, inflation is a thing, and prices have gone up on everything, including the Hot Wheels, but you know, I feel like a $15 set might be, you know, more appealing to pay for this perhaps. But, you know, the price aside, the set works, it's entertaining, it does exactly as the box says it's going to do, and it's a good sized little set, something nice that you can connect to other sets. I think, well, actually, you know, one thing I got to take back from it real quick, I guess, is just looking at the way that these track pieces connect. Now that I am kind of realizing it, you see that they are actually these snap-on pieces for these track pieces. So that's actually kind of limiting. So a little bit of a limiting factor is that, you know, you're pretty much, you got to have, the way that you have to have this set up is the only way that you can connect different track to this. You certainly can, but here's your entry point here, it looks like, because this is kind of a standard connector. And then at the end of here is a standard connector too. So you pretty much have to have this whole thing versus having, like, you know, maybe they would have had standard connectors here and here so that you could just simply have your track run into this double loop and then go out and do whatever else. So that's the one thing I would say that's negative about this set, is just that compatibility issue, and connecting this with other tracks. So you can still do it, you just got to start here and here versus like here and here with the loop, which is a little bit unfortunate, but still, at least you can, you know, you can take this launcher off if you want, and you can, you know, pretty well connect that to any other accessory, any other tracks, and yeah. So I mean, that's about all I've got to say. Nice little set, and yeah, good job, Hot Wheels. So there it was, the Hot Wheels Laser Stunt Slamway from the Neon Speeders collection. And I gotta think, I don't know for sure, but you know, this flip this around and you can barely see this. I bet if you turn the lights off, maybe some of this stuff can glow in the dark. I wonder if it says that anywhere on here. I don't know. That's totally a guess. It would probably say somewhere on the box if it did. So I don't know about that or not. But actually, let me see if I can check the directions real quick. Yeah, I don't see anything about it, but I don't know. Something to try anyways. But there it was. Laser Stunt Slamway. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.